And here we are. My name is Pamela Dale. We're going to end the client chase today. It's one more example of what we've been doing every Tuesday. And we're going to be continually back here on Tuesday until we really start to understand, myself included, how to communicate this to you in a way that you can really understand what it is that I am talking about, what I'm trying to say to you. I have been in the client game for a long time. So let's just dive right into it and let's start the presentation. Let's have a look. So build a business that you love with recurring revenue. There's a lot of talk about it out there. This is one way to do it. There are a lot of ways to do it. This is one way to do it. One way that is very successful, as always, they are if you do the work and it fits for you and your business. So freedom, right? You started this thing. If you were like me, it was about freedom. I didn't want to work for someone else, and I wanted to make more money than I could in an employee position. So I had dreams of being my own boss, choosing my products, right? My projects, and of course, working in clothes, not having to dress and, sweatpants. Love a good pair of sweatpants. Sounds great, right? Well, juggling multiple projects, constant client hunting, and the never-ending admin tasks, you really start to question, are these sweats really worth it, right? And then the reality just sinks in. So if you are a service provider, a freelancer, business coach, and you're project-based, always on the hunt for the next client, you hear yourself saying things like, Jesus, I just want out. Like I got a client and the red flags, right? You saw them, but you took it because you're in this constant feast and famine cycle. And who am I? Well, why am I here and why am I telling you this? I'm on a mission for anyone who wants to make money to have the ability to do so. I think that a business is where you need to be so that you can then create the business and the life that you want. And I started on this journey, and that is not what I found. Just like what I was saying, the sweatpants were not worth it, and I have found a way out, and I want to share it with you. The problem is that you're doing the typical, what we call the bespoke custom projects. That's what I was doing. I was building funnels, and every client was different. And I was at capacity all the time. And what I needed to do was change my pricing, or I was needing to hire more staff. And that wasn't necessarily either. The bridge I wanted to keep crossing was a bigger and bigger agency. And the benefit of solving this is streamlining your offering into a scalable, repeatable process that optimizes your time. That's what we're trying to do here, right? And as much as you push to scale your projects, they become very time consuming, very unpredictable, and the growth that you're looking for is directly tied to the number of hours that you can work. So here's how to solve it. It's about working smarter, not harder, to grow your income and your impact. And it's called a productized service. Now, I don't have a fancy name for it. What do I mean by that? I want you to transform your freelance hustle into something more profitable and sustainable, and productized service is a game changer. So the first question you might have is, well, what the hell is a productized service, right? Well, simply put, it's a standardized, scalable service sold at a fixed price that is not customized for each client. Now, you're looking for service, better service for your clients. You're looking for more impact for yourself, your clients, and your family, and more money for everyone involved. And think about this productized service as being a specialized toolkit for you that doesn't need a customized approach every time. So To dip your toes into this new type of service, you start by taking a step back and observing the common problems that your clients face. And they will face the same problems over and over and over again, right? Which tasks do you find yourself repeating for multiple clients? And today I'm going to show you an example of a pre-built system, a signature system that you could do if you were a social media manager. So what I want to do is show you inside of High Level how this can work for you as a pre-built system. So this is what we call the social media manager playbook. And imagine if you had your clients, if you had the ability to drop into their account or offer them a pre-built funnel that would replace Linktree, say for example. So we have a link in bio page that would allow you, this is all interchangeable, designable, etc. You could put an image, you could put a video, you could talk a little bit about yourself. This click to sign up can go to a lead magnet page. You can add a TikTok video in. You could add a YouTube. It looks very much like Linktree, but it's not Linktree. This is inside of your High Level account if you chose to, or you can partner with someone else who has a High Level account, right? I can tell you a number of people I would recommend you to. So what you're doing is you're coming in and you're able to give them this funnel, and inside of this funnel, you're also able to have an opt-in page that is a lead magnet and a thank you page. So what does that mean? Well, why is it important? Imagine if you could run the statistics for somebody. So when you're running social media, do you know what's working and what's not working? Do your clients know what's working, what's not working? Imagine if you could see those statistics. But here's the great thing that you can't do on Linktree, and that is inside of this funnel, I've got a bio page, and then I've got the lead magnet opt-in, and I've got the lead magnet thank you, but I also can duplicate it for Facebook, and I could duplicate it for Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, and I can put this link over there. So this one would have a domain on it that would say /TT, like keep it nice and short, put that one over on TikTok. And then you come back to your clients and you go, from TikTok, you got this many opt-ins from your lead magnet. This is how many pages were actually viewed, etc. So incredibly powerful, right? Well, it goes deeper. It gets even better than that, because inside of here, what if you could drop the automations for the lead magnet? So let's take a look. If someone opts in for your lead magnet and you could fulfill on that lead magnet inside of the system. When someone fills out that form, I'm going to assign it to me. I'm going to tag it that was the lead magnet, and I'm going to send a fulfillment email. In that email, I'm going to have the link inside of there that's going to be called, or it's going to be a trigger link, what we call a trigger link, and you're going to be able to tell that somebody downloaded that thing. So can you tell that anywhere else? No, you can't. But here's the beautiful piece of this is that there's another automation that runs when someone clicks on that trigger link, and you're going to go, hey, Bob, I can see that you have downloaded this. You're really interested. Send myself a notification that Bob has opened it. All of a sudden, I can be over on your social media again, interacting with Bob. It's going to feel like magic, right? Beautiful. And then what if Bob sends you a message? Do you have to jump over to Instagram? Do you have to jump over to Facebook? No, actually, you don't. You can integrate your Facebook and your Instagram inside of High Level and have conversations with them inside of here as well. What? I know. How powerful is that? And coming soon is an organic post comment. This is going to replace ManyChat. I can, when someone comments on a Facebook post, exact word, keyword, what was the page, what are some of these other filters, all of a sudden I can drill down and be a ManyChat inside of the system. Now, what is the benefit of this? Tracking. You know they came from TikTok and they went through and they got the lead magnet, and then you know that they sent you a DM and then they commented on the next post and they, what? And then you come into conversations and you are able to see everything that happened with everyone. Now, this is a test account, so I don't have anyone in here, but I would be able to see all of the information, all of the conversations and all of the data on the right-hand side around where they actually came from. I can see direct traffic, organic traffic. You can get really cool with this and go deeper and deeper and deeper into this. Now, we don't stop here. Where do we go next? We've got a social media planner. I can post Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, TikTok, and I don't need to send, get a message into my Instagram. No, it's going to post automatically. And I can LinkedIn, X, Twitter, right? Google My Business. You can have more than one Google My Business inside of here as well. So I'm able to send out those posts, monitor those posts, etc. Now, I can also do really cool email templates and set all of that up in the system, design it really, really well as well. And then imagine if you just get someone started with this. Now, where is that client game, the client code? What is it that I'm really trying to say to you here? Well, if you want to start a high-level account that looks just like mine, I've branded it Client Tracks, right? You could call yours whatever you want to call it, and you charge them $247 a month to run this system. Now, what if you charge them $497 and gave them your coaching every month as well? Do you know that the churn rate for clients, listen up, this is really powerful. The churn rate for clients, do you know what a churn rate is? It's the number of clients that continue to stay with you. So in the client game, the churn rate is 100%. 100%. The moment you get a client is the sort of not having a client. So that's why you can't get off the client game. And that's why you take clients when you maybe couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't, right? Because you see the red flags. I saw the red flags. They're everywhere, right? You get better at noticing them, but you take them because you know that this client is finishing and you've got bills to pay, right? Do you know on software, when you put a system together like this for social media managers and you actually help them use the system and build out more inside of the system, it's easier to sell the same client over and over and over again. Do you know on software what the churn rate is? Think about your software. Think about Zoom. Think about, this is Ecamm. I'm using Ecamm. I've had Ecamm for years. Do you know I pay it every single month, whether I was using it or not, because I was going to use it. But Zoom, I don't even question that bill. Paid, boom, invoices over to the bookkeeper. It's just, there's no question. And it's the same with my Go High Level account. No question. That thing, I'm going to pay for that until I'm no longer here. And so will your clients. If you can help them get on and get using it, which you can when you drop a funnel and a whole system on how to manage their social media clients, do you know it's less than 10%? Yes, less than 10%. So what do I mean by less than 10%? Well, less than 10% means when I get 10 clients this month, and maybe that's high, but I get 10 clients this month, do you know next month I've got 9? And I go get 10 more, then I've got 19, but at the end of the month, I've got 18, and then the next month. So let's do some math. And maybe I should put this on a slide instead of being so dramatic on my calculator on my phone. But 247, I love that number. I don't know why. It's a great number. Times 10 is $2,470 a month. I'm just going to pause there just for a second. That's only the first month. And just for the sake of simple math, I'm going to times this by 12. 29,640. And that's only if you never get another client and you never lose one. Let's be clear. We haven't lost one here yet. Okay, maybe 10 is too many. Could you get 5? 5 times $247 is 1237. And you get 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 times 12 is 60. So at the end of the month, 60 times 247 is 14,820. That's in the last month. But it accumulates 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 5, right? So I've got a spreadsheet that shows all this if you'd like to see it. But I want you to, and I never forget the first time I told someone this, and she just about fell off her chair. I said, the churn rate is 100%. We don't know it's 100%. We don't realize that they don't renew. And some of them are going to hate you. Some of them are never going to come back. And then some of them are going to come back and some of them ain't even going to pay. This is the client game that we're in. But imagine if you taught someone how to do exactly what I just taught you how to do. And you could teach them how to put that funnel together, how to reach out to clients, and you charge them $497 because a membership is really powerful. Another subscription is really powerful. I would pay $497 a month to have a guru that I could talk to and the software to build a business. No question. Today I would have no questions about it at all, because instead of selling me a course that isn't going to work because I've got those 3 questions that I can't get answered and can't figure out, and I'm going to go get software. Let's be clear. They're already going to go get software. So they're needing a funnel and an email and a calendar and a link tree and a ManyChat and they're already using it. Why wouldn't they not use yours if you are incredible at what you do? And of course, you're incredible at what you do. So if you would like to join High Level with me and get started, well, that would be incredible. I would love that. And you can do so. I know old people use QR codes, but I thought it's easier than typing in, right? Just go ahead and click on that QR code. You can get started with me. We are here every week, same thing. I don't know what the example will be next week. Last week it was course creator. This week it's social media. Tomorrow maybe you're helping a plumber. I don't know. We'll see. Make sense? Let me know in the comments if you'd like to learn about a certain way to sell this thing. There's a million ways to sell this thing. You want to be a funnel builder? Because that's actually where I started. Here's a story I'm going to send you with, because I didn't think it was possible to have someone buy my software. So here we're going to go. ClickFunnels. I was on ClickFunnels and I was selling marketing campaigns, and I was using ClickFunnels, and I was out and about talking to people about funnels and marketing campaigns. And they came with Kajabi. I think I worked in Groove, I worked in Kartra, I worked in ClickFunnels, I was in Lead Pages, and I was learning software. I was really good at it. Like, it's a great way to learn, but it's not a great way to run a business. And I was in Calendly and Acuity and Schedule Once, and I was in ActiveCampaign and ConvertKit and MailChimp, and I was in all of these different systems. And then one day, talking to a coach, she says, make sure this is how to do it. I was scared to death. And she says, you're going to have to tell everybody they've got to be on ClickFunnels. And I swore they would not work with me. But desperation, what that feels like, there was no other answer. I couldn't continue. So I said, okay, you have to be on ClickFunnels. You know what? Everyone agreed. And then she challenged me to take it to the next level. And she said, make sure they're on your affiliate link or you won't work with them. And I said, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They've already got an account. What do you mean? And you know what? They did. They joined me. 4 or 5 a month. There's our 4 or 5 a month, right? And then here's the really great thing is if on my sales page or where you signed up for the service or that business in a box is really what you're going to drop into people's accounts. And on the second page, your thank you page is your software. And you said, you know what? You can take this and rebuild it somewhere else in the 14 systems, but I've got a great system and I'll drop the whole thing right now. If you buy my software, $247, here's a 14-day free trial just in case. And get on an onboarding call, let me get that set up for you. Boom, you're in the money. People will buy it. I was shocked. So that's why I know this is an amazing way to build a business, because it actually works. See you soon. Next Tuesday, always. I'm going to be back teaching you how to sell this thing. How to make a little bit more revenue, easier, and that monthly recurring revenue as well is all of the answers that you are looking for. And let's end that client chase. Let's find a great group of people you can service incredibly well. Because imagine how you could service. I'm looking over at my other screen that I was just sharing with you. Imagine how you could service them in your own software. You can't. I will never forget. ClickFunnels and ActiveCampaign. Somebody was having a problem, like, I don't know. And they go to ClickFunnels, they say it's an ActiveCampaign problem. And ActiveCampaign said it was a ClickFunnels problem. The poor client didn't get where we need to go. Imagine if it was on your own software and you could service them better. You absolute them, and they can. I'll be here next week, same time, same place. Pamela Dale. I'm out. Enjoy your day.